up, guys? It's Bo. You here, I'm here, we here. Let's vibe. Welcome to part 2 of my lock update video. If you have not already, go ahead and check out part 1. I will link that right here. I believe is where it goes. So yeah, part 2 of the update will contain the updates from month 3 and 4. I split it up so it wouldn't be like an extremely long video. So let's get into it. So the main thing that happened in month 3 was I started experiencing more budding, and the locks, like I said, the locks in the front and the locks in the back, they basically already just completely look like locks to me. Maybe not mature ones, but you can't really see the twist pattern in them anymore. Your hair, when you start the locking process, you can't go backwards. So this is the only time my hair will ever look like this. So I'm really just embracing and enjoying the process. Even the frizz isn't so much getting on my nerves anymore. Like I'm I'm embracing the frizz. And I honestly think like within month 3, the frizz started going into the lock, if that makes sense. Or maybe I mentioned in the first video I was wrapping my hair around the lock. Maybe that actually did work. So yeah, so like I was saying, it's still frizzy. And you can see the frizz if I like do it like that. You can see all of the frizziness in there. So yeah, all of the frizz didn't go into the lock, but I felt like a lot of it has. Month 3, I still have not retwisted my hair since the first time I did it in month 2. It's been a complete month today actually since my last retwist. I've been contemplating if I want to wait a whole nother week, because I know people were saying like it's crucial to make sure your locks form properly. And I know if you wait like every 2 months, that's like semi-free form. And I know retwisting often can lead to thinning. Or I'm not much worried about that either, because I'm going to be doing my own hair. I probably won't go to a loctician. I've always done my own hair. If it wasn't me, it was my mom, and so she don't know how to do locks. It's just going to be me doing my hair. I don't like people in my hair like that. So and I know I'm not going to retwist it too tight or do anything to damage my hair. I trust myself. So I'm not much worried about lock thinning or anything of that nature. So I'm still contemplating if I want to wait a whole nother month to retwist or if I want to go ahead and retwist. But every time I think I want to go ahead and retwist, I don't feel like doing my hair. Like I'm really enjoying not doing my hair that much that I don't even want to retwist. So we'll see. I won't commit to anything just yet, or you know, make a final decision. We're just gonna do what feels good. And also with that, I did research on how long you should wait to retwist your hair, and depending on your hair type and how your hair grows, it could actually damage your locks if you wait too long to retwist. And that's if the hair doesn't grow with the lock but grows out of the lock. You need to retwist it so that the hair reinforces the lock and you know, helps it out. But if it's growing out of the lock, then it can cause thinning and breakage. So my hair luckily grows with the lock. So I'm gonna show y'all my scalp. It's clean, but ain't no retwist. Like I said, I haven't retwisted my hair in over a month, and then the retwist I did do didn't even last very long. It only lasted 2 weeks. So I need my camera to quit tripping. Although, like I said, as I stated in the first in part 1, my little problem children locks are the ones at my temple right here and here on both sides. And those parts of my hair are sensitive, like my scalp is sensitive on those parts. 2, if I put too much stress on them or have them in a ponytail too long or whatever, they'll be the first to be like, we not finna handle this, we out. You know what I mean? Like they'll break off. But since I've been oiling my hair with castor oil and olive oil, my edges have like really thickened up like a whole lot. Like my edges are like really thick. So I was worried about them, but they coming through now. They doing their thing. Once again, patience is key. This one's in a twist, but I'll come over here and show y'all little daddy over here. So he's a little thin, but he has a he has a strong base. So I think he gonna make it. I think he gonna be all right. And that would be like too far back. Like I don't want that one lock to go over my whole ear. But what I was washing my hair with was Dr.Bonners Castile soap in the first month. But I wasn't really experiencing like a really good clean with it. Like my scalp didn't feel clean. I didn't care for it on my hair. Also, a YouTuber named Joyce MD, she used Dr.Bonners Castile soap throughout her whole journey, and when she decided to take her locks down, she said she had like some white buildup sebum coming out of the middle of her locks that would like drip down and get into her eye and like burn. And she was like, she never experienced buildup throughout her journey or like on her scalp or anything, but when she was taking it down, it was clearly some buildup in her locks. And if you've use Castile soap to like wash dishes or wash your dog, or if you've seen how it reacts in like water, it doesn't really lather in water. It turns into like this white frothy stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was what was in her lock. So I was kind of, when I saw that, I was kind of turned off by it. So I was like, I'm gonna find an alternative. So I decided to use one of the shampoos that I used while I was a loose natural that really gave me a deep clean but didn't strip my hair and left my hair feeling moisturized. It was an African black Castile soap. I don't think it was Castile. I made that up. It wasn't Castile soap. It was African black soap, Jamaican black. I'm gonna insert a picture because I'm finna sit here and lie. So here's the picture. So since the end of month 1, I've been washing my hair with that soap. What else? I went swimming for the first time with my locks. When I say swimming, it wasn't in the ocean this time. It was in my pool, my parents' pool. Once again, your hair being submerged in water, you know, it led to more tangling, which is great. And after I went swimming, which was like a few weeks ago, that's when I did this little mini retwist on my edges. And instead of using the aloe vera gel, as I mentioned in the first video, I just used oil and water. And it's been a few weeks and it's still holding up. So my hair is letting me know that, hey girl, we going low maintenance all the way. Like that's all we need is some oil and some water. So when I do decide to retwist again, that's what I'm going to use. And I don't use any conditioner on my hair because conditioner detangles, softens, and loosens your hair. And that's the exact opposite of what I want to go on. So I'm not conditioning my hair. So as I mentioned in the first video, at first I was oiling my hair excessively, but now I just oil it maybe every 3 days. And my scalp seemed to be doing good with that. I'm not experiencing any flaking or dryness, so we good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, so the end of month 3, I'm really enjoying the changes that my hair is making. And it's like people are noticing that I'm not, you know, these aren't just twisting. We're like, oh, you must be locking your hair. I'm like, I am. Thank you for noticing. Aside from the little curly ends, which I actually hope stay, guys. I like my little curly ends. And then, like, if I wanted to combat the shrinkage, I would stretch my hair by putting it in 2 Bantu knots, like at the top, but leaving my ends out. Because I'm really feeling the curly ends. You can't really see them right now because of the style I have them in. But like my ends have like the little spiral curl at the end. But I want them to stay. Like I don't want them to round out. So moving on into month 4, I decided to comb out my loose ends so that they'll stay loose and not lock up, because I want them to stay spirally. Okay, so month 4. I'm really loving month 4 because I feel like they're actually starting to look like locks. Like they're starting to get a little denser. The 2-strand twist pattern is diminishing on a lot of them. Like you might be able to see it in here. You see, like you can't really see. And this is obviously, now I'm in like I'm into month 5. I'm coming up on completing month 5 and then going into month 6. But the 2-strand twist pattern started to diminish in month 4. And once again, it seems to be less frizz because I think me wrapping the frizz around itself has really helped, and also probably helped diminish the 2-strand twist pattern. But they're really coming together, you guys. Like I'm really loving them. You know, like when learning your hair is based off trial and error. So the aloe vera gel was an error, but the oil and water, like not want to act right. Y'all can attest. Y'all see this? Like, I'm not even gonna, I didn't have to do all that, but I'm not even gonna edit out how unruly it's being right now. Like, it has a mind of its own. Like, some days it wants to act right, some days it doesn't. Like, it is not cooperating with me right now. Okay. So yeah, so my second retwist, I really feel like I perfected it with just the oil and water, and I did take pictures of that, and I will put insert that right there of what it looked like. But so I didn't use clips this time, and I did not sit under the dryer. And even when I was a loose natural, like if I wanted a tighter, more defined style, I would have to air dry, because my hair will like tighten up around itself, if that makes sense. So the style is more set in if I let it air dry. So I used bobby pins to as I was going through, and I kind of accidentally created a style when I was retwisting, because like I said, I split my hair in half, and I palm roll each half, one half at a time. And so basically I was bobby pinning it down, and like when I got to the top, I made it into like a cute little style, like not even on purpose, it just ended up turning out that way. But I air dried like that, and I probably left that in even with the bobby pins for like a day and a half, and then I took the bobby pins out, and my hair was completely dry, and my retwist was like bomb AF. I was really proud of it, and it's actually still lasting. So I haven't had a retwist since, it's been about 3 weeks now, and you can still see my scalp, and like how it still kind of has like a tight base at the roots. Is it perfect? No, because you know I've been sweating, working out, etc. But the retwist is still hanging in there, versus when I did the aloe vera gel, my roots were a complete afro after the first week. So major plus, I'm only doing oil and water from now on. And at this point I was only washing my hair once a month. Still, I haven't washed my hair since my last retwist, mainly because of like just the shrinkage. Like the shrinkage is really just not feeling it. I wasn't feeling it as a loose natural. I'm not feeling it with the starter locks. So like after, and I like my hair the way it looks after like a couple weeks, like how it's like because after I wash my hair, that's when it's the most frizziest. But like once, you know, the weeks go by, it looks more cultivated and stretched. So I like it, like the way it looks like that. So I haven't really been wetting it much in month 4. So yeah, that's about it with month 4. Or was that month 3? No, that was month 4, just kidding. So let's go into month 4.5. So that would be now. So I'm giving you guys an update from the end of month 4 up until this point. So it's been about 3 weeks. So it'll be, yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. So yeah, so now that I'm coming up on month 5, it really seems like time has like kind of like flown by, and it's going like way faster now, which I'm happy about. Also, I'm not really, I'm just enjoying the journey. Like I'm not really rushing it, especially now at this point, because I feel like they already kind of look like locks, and I've kind of been styling them as locks. If you haven't already, go see my Instagram. Like they are not holding me back from doing anything. Like I feel cuter with locks. Like they have really boosted my confidence. I feel like myself. Like it's just really great. So yeah, so if you haven't already, go check out my Instagram at Vovibes. So in months 1 and 2, I talked about whether or not I was thinking about combining the locks on the edges. So I did end up combining one lock, and of course I have it twisted up in this for this lock update. But the temple right here, I combined it with the lock back there. And this one I had made like a little smaller, so that one really needed some help. It was just gonna be like real skimpy, so I combined it with the lock right behind it. So I'll just have like kind of a thick lock right behind my ear, but it's not that big. I don't know if you can see the part, but it's like to right there. So that was okay. And it was really easy to combine. I just twisted it up. Like I just twisted it around it. And since they were still babies anyway, like they're already like forming together. Like, I don't know, it looks like that's how originally how it was anyway. Yeah, so the only difference is where I combined the lock, I combed out my curly ends. I'm not retwisting, I'm oiling my scalp probably like twice a week, spritzing my hair probably like once a day at this point. Oh, and I completely X'd out rose water, just to like see how my hair even did without it, because since I've had locks, I started out using rose water, but I was like, let me just see how my hair does with just oil and water. And of course my hair loves it. So if I could save that little $10, I'm not using the rose water anymore. So I just completely exited rose water out of my routine, but I did add lavender oil just for like a nice little smell. So I added lavender oil to my spray mix, and I'm really liking that. Oh, and the heat damage part of my locks, like the ones that I mentioned, they were like twisted up really tight and like plaited to the end, so it made them look even thinner than what they were. So since my hair had already locked right there, I knew by taking those down it wouldn't, you know, hurt the rest of it. So I just took down the twist of it and just let it be loose hair, and combed that out so it can just look a little bit more fuller, because it was really looking like thick like a lock and then really like slim and skimpy, and I strongly dislike that, but I wasn't ready to cut it off yet. So I just combed out that little edge piece right there. Like I said, wetting your hair helps it lock faster because it makes the loose hair slide down into the lock. So I've been trying to like wet it a little bit more this month, not much, still simply because I don't like the shrinkage aspect of it and the frizz. So yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.